Hi, this is David Jackal on behalf of Expert Village, and I'm here to talk to you about finding a practice space for your band. Now, there are several important things to look for in a practice space. First of all, it needs to be affordable. If you have a practice space that's a drain on your finances, you're not going to enjoy being in a band, and pretty soon you're going to get rid of the practice space and the band. So find a space that's cheap, and believe me, they are out there. A good practice space should be easy to get to. You shouldn't have to drive an hour to get to practice because then people aren't going to want to get to practice. So find a space that's relatively close to everybody in the band. Make sure that your practice space is safe, both in terms of being in a safe neighborhood and also to be secure and that it can be locked up well. You don't want to have to worry about equipment being stolen out of your space. You want to feel safe to the point at which you can leave equipment at the space and not be worrying about it overnight. Having a space that has good sound reinforcement is important too, because you don't want to hear the band next door while you're trying to practice, or worry about people complaining about the noise that you're making. Sharing a space with another band is a good way of cutting down on costs, both in terms of rent and also equipment, because you can share equipment. If you share a space, you can find a band that doesn't practice too often and is comprised of relatively responsible people. Don't share a space with any band where you're suspicious of them, because then your stuff could be in jeopardy. You may be tempted at times to say, hey, why can't we just practice in someone's basement or garage? Because then it's free. But that's never a good idea, because at a certain point, the person whose house it is will feel like they're being imposed on, and you'll feel weird about going into a place that belongs to one person but doesn't belong to all of you. So it's good to have a nice neutral territory where you can all go and get away from things and just play.